Okay, hi Dr. Stern. This is Abby Siglowski with the plant collection. So, got this guy, got the roots and everything. And I kind of already started to accidentally press it. Oh my gosh, it's windy. Sorry. Back. So, found it in my neighbor's yard, right along the road, and yeah, just right off the bat, you can tell that it's an Asteraceae because it's got ray and disc flowers, and that nice head inflorescence with the involucral bract. So I'll just start off with number 1. Heads composed entirely of ray flowers. These usually perfect with 5 terminal teeth, plants with milky or colored sap. I wouldn't agree with that. These aren't milky or colored sap, and I believe there's ray and disc flowers on these guys. Although, like, it seems to me that like the ray flowers are just kind of inconspicuous, smaller. Which brings me to the next couplet that says, heads with only disc flowers, lacking ray flowers, or species with very small and inconspicuous rays shorter than or only slightly surpassing the disc flowers will key here also. So, I do agree that these are like shorter, and I'm gonna just go along with that. So, next couplet says, pappus of capillary or plumose bristles, or pappus of scales on a short crown, very short, rigid-like, scale-like bristles, or absent. So, to me, it doesn't look too plumose, like hairy at all. It almost looks like there's little spikelets, kind of scale-like things. So I'm gonna go with that, key 3, and I'm gonna go here. Key 3. So heads unisexual, one kind of pistillate with fused nut-like involucrae, often armed with prickles or spines. I'd say I don't agree with that because the head contains both male and female parts. I can't focus in to show you, but if I could dissect this a little bit more, I could show you where that is. So I'm going to go with heads bisexual, and it also says the bract sometimes armed with hooked bristle or spine. And so I don't know if you can see this bract. You can kind of see the spikes in the focus. So I'm going to go to couplet number 3. At least the innermost involucral bracts tipped with hooked bristles, spines, or conspicuously erose or fringed at the tips along the margin, or involucral bracts without a bristle or spine tip. So I'm gonna go with the first one because I do see a little spikelet. Well, okay, it's not a spikelet, that's a inflorescence type, but just like kind of looks spiky from a distance, of like kind of spiny. So then I'm gonna go to number 4. It says involucral bracts with an inward pointing hooked bristle, basal leaves. I'm gonna stop right there because there's not basal leaves on here. Alternate, simple, entire, Actually, it's like tomentos, hairy. So I'm on number 5. It says leaves without spiny margins, involucral bracts, spine tipped, or with erose or fringe margins. So, or leaves with spiny margins, receptacle chafy. So the leaves do not have spiny margins. Just can look at that off the bat. So I'm just gonna go with Centaurea, which I flip to. And here I am. Alright, well, we got Centaurea, and I think that's the correct genus. It says herbs, leaves alternate. I agree with that. Usually pinnatifid or toothed. Heads discoid. Involucral bracts. Imbricate in several series. The margins and tips often fringed. Yeah. So it says flowers yellow or flowers white, lavender, or blue. White, lavender, or blue, as you can see. Going to number 3, and it says involucral bracts, spine tipped, the central spine 1 to 5 millimeters long, and also with marginal fringe spines, leaves more or less pinnatifid with narrow lobes, or involucral bracts not spine tipped. So that's kind of a hard one, because although it does look spiny, like the tips themselves aren't like directly like spiny at the end. So I'm gonna go with 3B, which tells me to move to 5. It says upper stem leaves pinnatifid with narrow lobes, or upper stem leaves simple and entire, or sometimes irregularly toothed. I'm not seeing any tooth, but they are simple. They're not pinnatifid. So I'm going to go with that one. And then it says involucral bracts completely brown. I'm going to stop right there because I can see that they're green. And so I'm going to go to 7. Leaves not decurrent on stem, lower leaves often lobed, upper stems narrow. It says annuals, and this is obviously an annual. So I'm going to go with Centaurea cyanus, which is bachelor's button or cornflower. So it's like more purple than I was like looking up pictures of it. And this is definitely like more purple than I thought. And it actually shows that it has not been reported in Mesa County. So I don't know, but it also says it's introduced. And when I was researching about it, it said that it's sometimes used as ornamental, but can be found along roadsides. So, yeah, I'm gonna go press this now and see what happens. Thank you.